These are the type of games that I like doing film breakdowns of. What is up, Fin fans? Breaking down the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers, the 33-10 win. We got a bunch of plays to break down. I asked you guys on Twitter some that you'd like me to talk about. I threw them in there. There's other things that I noticed, so we're going to jump into this. I'm going to minimize myself. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let's get right into the film breakdown. So we're going to start with the first fumble that eventually we get back, but unfortunately knocked us out of field goal range. This is the first drive of the series, and it's going to be a route. You're going to have Jalen Waddle here. He's going to be running a deep out. You're going to have Albert Wilson here. He's kind of running a shallow in. Sorry, they're both ins. You're going to have a little bit of an out here. And then I think Gesicki you're going to have come up and out. And then you're going to have a go from Matt Collins. So you got a lot of options here to throw to. But unfortunately, Tua, and we'll look at it, there is a point where he probably could get it to Albert Wilson across the middle, but his first read is going to be over here. So when I snap it, you'll see he's going to look to his right, and then he's going to try to make his way to the left to see Albert Wilson, but by the time he makes it to his left, Jesse Davis has already, I think that's Brian Burns, he has already let Brian Burns by. So I'll show you what I'm talking about, right? So he's looking over here. He's looking at these two routes. These are his first, and I'm assuming first and second reads. Then he's probably going to come over here. Like I said, here comes the I think this is tight end. He's going to come out here. No, that's Patrick Laird. He's going to come out here, and you could see already can't really get to his next read, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Drops back, looks at his read, already beat. As soon as he takes his two-step drop, Jesse Davis is already beat right here. Already beat, and he's looking over here now, covered, and starting to come out on his break. But this wasn't his first read. Over here was his first read. Sees him coming. Now sees Albert Wilson. Tries to get. Should have thrown it there. Now, if I'm going to be overcritical of Tua, he should have thrown it there. But there is the chance, right there. He turns his head. Should have thrown it. There is the chance of when he goes to throw it, Brian Burns is going to smack that ball out because he tries to step up and get it to Patrick Laird. And by doing that, the ball gets smacked out. So I honestly think that if he tried to get it to Albert Wilson, I think the same thing would have happened. We'll watch it one more time. Right, looking there, boom. I think if he brings his hand back, and again, look at the foot placement and everything. If he tries to bring his hand back to get it to Albert Wilson here, I think it's still going to get smacked down. And then he had pressure up the front. We'll look at it from the other angle to see where all this pressure was coming from. But it was just, this is when I was like getting fed up with Jesse Davis. We'll look at it again here. Stunt by 49. You have two guys blocking here. Sees the pressure up in his face, tries to step up. And that's what he tried to do here, right? He tries to get away from the pressure to give himself time and give himself room to throw the ball, because you're going to see the 49 is going to come on the inside, right? First reads over here. Brian Burns instantly leaning forward, too far forward. Brian Burns instantly gets the block shed. He's looking over here. So now he sees pressure from 45, pressure from 53. What is his thought process? Okay, Hunt's going to take him on. Jesse Davis hopefully pushes him back and away. Let me step up here. Here, I'll draw it up for you, right? He's hoping this will happen, and he's hoping he'll push him out here. Let me step up into this pocket here, because these guys are, I got blockers going on here. And he tries to do that, but Jesse Davis doesn't push him up and around. Because watch, you'll see, he tries to step up and over. Lets him go, smacks the ball out. So, yes, you could say he should have thrown it to Albert Wilson when he looked over at him. Heat of the moment, it was still a bad beat by Jesse Davis. So obviously, we had to punt because the ball got knocked out of field goal range. But this is the start. This is their first series, right? They got a penalty, pushed them back. They tried to run it 2 times. This is third down for the Panthers. Here comes that zero blitz. You know, they only have 2 receivers here. No, I think this is another receiver here. Yeah, I think these are receiver, tight end, receiver, running back, right? So you got a man on him. You're going to have all these guys going after him. I think a man on him, man, and then that safety up top. And you're going to see here that you would think, and Joe Flacco had the experience that when we sent the zero blitz at him and we didn't get pressure on him, he beat us with that pass that Byron Jones couldn't get on. Whereas here, Cam Newton, no offense to Cam, great athlete in his day, I think he might be past that, isn't a great quarterback. And you'll see here, because when we get the pressure on him, just bad throw animation, because he's trying to hit number 2 here, just inaccurate. And you're going to see that again throughout the game, that when we sent the zero blitz at him, he would try to make changes and try to like get the ball out quick, but he's so inaccurate with his passes that it would just keep sending the blitz at him. So this is the punt block, and I'm showing it to you before they put their hands down, because this is a main reason why the punt got blocked, right? And I'm going to bring up my drawing pencil. I'm going to show you. You have Duke Riley here, and he's trotting on late. He got out there late, right? Puts his hand down, and you're going to have this gunner come over. And I'll show you from the other angle too. You're going to have the gunner come over, and Duke Riley gets right in there, blocks it. Coleman gets it, and they push him in for the touchdown. When we look at it from the other angle, you'll see why this got blocked. Here comes Duke Riley. He's coming in late. So 30 is supposed to get Duke Riley, right? But 30 notices that Coleman's going to come over, and I'll play it. 30 is going to notice that Coleman's coming over. Comes over late, right? By the time the punter gets the ball and by the time the punter kicks it, he's not going to be able to make it all the way over here to block it. So 30, his responsibility is Duke Riley. He doesn't take that responsibility. What he does, 30, is he gets Justin Coleman, who, again, he wouldn't have made it in time to kick that punt. But by the simple fact that 30 took Justin Coleman, gave Duke Riley the opportunity to block that. Justin Coleman says, hey, I helped with it. Gets pushed in for the touchdown. So that late addition of Duke Riley running onto the field late is the reason why we got that and got the 7 points there. So again, I think this is second down. And again, I just found out today, I'm recording this on Tuesday, that Daniel Jones isn't playing and Mike Glennon's playing. If the Dolphins do this to Mike Glennon, I don't think he has, like, if we try to do this to Tom Brady or we try to do this to, Peyton Manning back in the day, we're going to get burnt because the good, competent quarterbacks know how to stop this. But with Cam Newton, again, we're sending the zero blitz. So you got a man on a man on a man on a man. I'll draw it real quick. He's covering him. Whoop. He's covering him. He's covering him. And he's going to take CMC. And then he's going to take him. Right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming at you. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocking. You're going to get a free man. That is going to be, as my father says, Van Dinkle, Andrew Van Ginkle. He's going to be the free man. And the free man, if your quarterback isn't, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, whatever, a quarterback that knows how to work under pressure, it's going to be inaccurate. And that's exactly what happens, right? So, sorry, this guy was on him. He took CMC. Here comes Andrew Van Ginkle, straight rush at him. What does he do? He tries to get it off, sidearmed it, inaccurate. And I said it to play a few plays ago, and I'll say it again. They kept doing it to Cam. Cam isn't a great passer. Cam is a great athlete, kind of like Lamar Jackson, not a great passer. So this zero blitz really affects that, and we'll see how it affects Mike Glennon on Sunday. This is the deep play that they burn us for, right? We're sending the zero blitz again. I think this is Javon Holland. You have Eric Rowe here. You have no safety help over the top. You're going to have this receiver here run a go route, and you're going to have this receiver here kind of come in and out. Who's supposed to cover who, right? The way it's lined up, and normally in this type of coverage, because you're going to have Eric Rowe covering this tight end. Normally in this type of coverage, Byron Jones is going to cover this out route, and then X is supposed to take the go route. And you can tell by the way Byron reacts to the out route that X is supposed to cover the go route. And again, there is no over-the-top safety help. So when we play it here, and again, watch Byron here. See how he's expecting him to kind of go in. So he was expecting an in route and a go route here. And then once he cuts inside, he starts to go with him. This is X's responsibility here. X is supposed to cover the go route. And he just lets him run by him. Just lets him run right by him with no safety, no over-the-top safety help. Jenkins, good on you, man. Running all the way down the field, helping there. Good on you, man. But yeah, looking at it, that's X's responsibility. It wasn't Byron's responsibility, because the way Byron was reacting to the out route, that was X's responsibility, and he let him run right by him with no over-the-top safety help. If I see good things, I'm going to call it. If I see bad things, I'm going to call it. Here's a missed opportunity. The Dolphins end up, I think, punting on this drive. I don't think they... Yeah, he gets sacked on third down, which we'll get to in the next play. Here he misses an opportunity for a touchdown. Again, nitpicking, we won 33-10. But that's what the film breakdown's for, is to look at where they need to work on things. So this is going to be a play action here. It's going to roll Tua out, and he has his receiver deep, right? Rolling out right there. He has Waddle deep. You just got to put the ball right in front of him, and that's a deep touchdown pass. He has him. And then he throws a check down. He had him, and you could see that he knew he had him. Right? Because he's looking right at him. I don't know if he doesn't trust himself. I don't know if he doesn't think he can get the ball, the air under. We saw him throw a 52-yard pass, all air, 52-yard pass on the move. Throw this ball. Just do it. Just let it rip, man. But he dumps it off to here. He missed that touchdown opportunity. You got to take those, man. You got to take them. That's what is missing from shutting the people that, just constantly bash him regardless of how good he does, whatever. That is those plays. If he makes those plays, if he throws those plays, a lot of those people disappear, and a lot of those people have nothing to talk about. But he's got to make the play. He was open. You're rolling to your left. That is your bread and butter. Just throw that ball. A sack on third down, which eventually is obviously going to force us to punt here. You're going to see here the Liam Eichenberg and Austin Jackson are going to be the culprits of why this sack happens. Mostly going to be Liam Eichenberg. And you're going to see here, there is a point where Tua possibly could get the ball to Gesicki. But, it's going to take a minute. He's going to run this out route, in route here, or crossing route. And there's a chance because he's looking for him. Right now, he is looking at Gesicki, and Gesicki is going to continue to run his crossing route, right? But you got this linebacker here that could potentially come in and jump on that route. So got to wait a minute. Just got to wait a minute and let him develop. Other than that, no one's really open. You got the check down, the block and release happening here. And by the time, again, you ain't throwing it. You're not throwing this pass here. So he's looking at the check down. But as he's looking at the check down, he sees that Liam Eichenberg got beat bad. Falling down to the ground. And what does he do? He steps up. Great play. And we'll look at it from the reverse. Steps up to avoid the sack. Great play. Have a possibility to drop it down to Gaskin. Has a possibility. Nah, I still wouldn't throw this because he could jump the route as well. So here's your possibility right here. Drop it off to Gaskin. And he gets pulled down. Some people wanted to call that a horse collar. Again, we'll look at it from the other angle. He didn't pull him from his collar. He pulled it from his shoulder. But from this angle, you'll see just beat bad, right? So steps up, makes him miss. Good pocket presence. Tries to get it off, see, up in the shoulder area. Some people wanted that to be called a horse collar. It's up in the shoulder area. Gets pulled down. Not much Tua could have done there, to be honest with you. He did what he had to do. He stepped up in the pocket, tried to avoid the first pass rusher, tried to step up or got his shoulder grabbed, sack. Because by the time he came to his full drop and looked, if he would have thrown the ball to Gesicki, it would have been intercepted. So, unfortunately, nothing you could have done there and got a sack. This is Jevon Holland's interception. And this shows that we got a stud with that second-round pick. I know I wanted Javonte Williams. We didn't get Javonte Williams. Maybe the clouds, the sky opened and the planets aligned, and they were like, listen, Javon's going to be better. Trust me. This is the zero blitz, but it's a different version of it. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, comment below. I always learn from you guys. Because you have to choose safeties over the top. You got Eric Rowe and you got Jevon Holland here. And I think it's this receiver. He's going to be running a corner route. And Jevon kind of lets him go a little bit. Kind of baits Cam Newton. Gives him about a good 3-4 yards. So Cam thinks, I got that. Jevon jumps it for an interception. It does help that we get that pressure on him from that blitz. Right? It's a different, they send 4, they drop back, right? Drop him back into his zone coverage, which I absolutely hate. You can tell it's his zone coverage because we'll get everyone stopping. And again, here it is. So he sees it. Cam at this point sees it. Oh, I got him. If I just drop this ball in here, this is a touchdown. I got it. Lets that sucker rip, and he just, boop, just picks it off. Watch Jevon Holland here and watch his play here, right? This is the man. He's playing these deep zones. So is Eric Rowe, my brain. They're playing the deep zones here on the cover 2. And then you got a bunch of the zones aren't that small, but you got a bunch of these in-between zones. It's cover 2. Looked like the zero blitz, but once you saw the 2 high safeties, it's cover 2. I wish I had better circles for you guys. This was a zone. And just plays it perfectly. He misreads it completely. Doesn't think that Javon's going to get over there quick enough. He does. Interception. So this is the first down after the interception. And I think this is the first play for Philip Lindsay. And Philip Lindsay came in probably about 3 or 4 days ago. Barely had any time to practice. Goes to the wrong side on the play action. But regardless, it seems like the whole right side of the offensive line just gives it up. And I'm showing this play for the simple fact of just the struggle that happens with this offensive line. Because you're going to see, and again, see, he was supposed to kind of come to this side, and I think that's what was supposed to happen is that Phil Lindsay was supposed to come over here and help the block. Again, I'm not knocking him. Barely had any time to really learn the plays. But you could see here, pressure in his face. No one's open. Pressure in his face. Tries to get it to here. Throws the ball away. Tries his best. Again, we'll look at it from the other angle so you can see who struggled where. Again, I think he was supposed to come this way. I think the block was supposed to, he was supposed to go that way, and he ends up going that way. Because you'll see, 2 are kind of it's like, wait, what? See? He's like, oh, all right, well, you're going that way. And Jesse Davis is just, here. I'll just do a little bit of this. 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 So here's the first bad snap. You're going to have Jalen Waddle here. Jalen Waddle here. Jeez. Running an in route. You're going to have Gesicki up here running an out route. It's funny, in and out, but they're still going to, all right, whatever. No, actually, no, sorry. Waddle's kind of running across there. Mac Hollins is running the in. So Waddle's running across there, in, out, and it's the best snap. Snaps it right to his knees. If he doesn't snap the ball right to his knees, this is probably a big play. Does this drive end up in? No, this drive does not end up in any type of points. And you'll see here at one point, right? So boom, you got the crosser here. He has him beat. And that's where Tua tries to get the ball to. Tua tries to get the ball here because Waddle has his man beat. You can see letting it rip. Bad throw. We'll look at it from the flip side so you could see bad snap. I remember the announcer was like, "Oh, you got to make a play with this." It hits him in the knee, picks the ball up off the ground, and again, Ritter gets pushed back into Tua. Just like what is going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man on a man. Doesn't get to him. People really are trying to tell me that the offensive line is playing well, and it's not the offensive line. Like, people are really trying to convince me of that. Offensive line is playing better than people make it out to be, just because Tua doesn't get sacked all the time. That right there is why Tua doesn't. Tua, he was only sacked twice. I saw it on Twitter. I think Joe Ashad said it or something on Twitter, and I replied. I got so much flack for it. Well, Tua was only sacked twice in the game, so that means that the offensive line is playing better. Did he get sacked on that play? Did he get sacked? I'm going to play it again. Does Tua get sacked on this play? The answer is no. But answer me, does the offensive line play well on this play? Tua's not going to get sacked. Does the offensive line play well on this play? Is the offensive line doing good on this drive? But Tua didn't get sacked, so he only got sacked twice. And the whole game means the offensive line is getting better. That's what This is the second interception for Cam Newton, and it's going to be to Xavier Howard over here. And if you watch this play, the receiver is going to be running a deep in route, and Xavier Howard runs the route better than the receiver does, and Cam just looks at him the whole time. You know, we're sending some pressure in his face. They're in their own end zone. Actually, only sent 4, and he's looking at him the whole time, the whole time. And right there, right, you can see he's got that foot up. He's ready to throw it because at this point he's going to break to the inside. He's got Xavier Howard. So if I'm the receiver, right, I got Xavier Howard to my back shoulder, and I'm going to break to the inside. But he's to my back shoulder. So I'm going to break to the inside. Cam knows, well, he's got the leverage because X is on the outside. But he forgets that X is one of the best corners in the NFL, finishes the route for him. Interception, gets the ball down there, severely helps the offense out because the offensive line was just struggling. So this is the touchdown pass, and if you guys watch the live stream, or even the best of, this is the pass, and you have Waddle here. He's just going to come up. He's going to run a curl route right at the line, right at the goal line. And Tua threads this needle, and this is what I'm talking about. And again, the inconsistencies, right? Because he misses Waddle on a potential touchdown while he's rolling out to his left, but then he comes back and he threads the needle. He throws a dart here, rolling out to his left, and just fits it where only his guy could get it. Like he threw the ball, right? Waddle's ready to make his curl. He threw the ball. He's biting on the ball, and he's getting ready to bite on the ball. He has to fit that ball perfectly right here behind Gesicki's head and with the defender coming up and with the defender coming up. He has to fit that ball in perfectly. That is one of Tua's bright spots, is his accuracy and his pocket presence, and he has to fit that in there perfectly. And he puts it right where it needs to be for the touchdown. We'll look at it from the other angle. Drops back, sees it. He's like, I got him. Boom. Puts it here. He even tries to swat the ball away. Nope. Touchdown. Need to see that more often. Now, Tua had a great game. Don't get me wrong. Tua had a great game. He missed a few opportunities here and there. But again, it's nitpicking. And I am nitpicking. But we won 33-10. But perfect throw. Waddle play. This is the big play to Jalen Waddle. And this is, thank God, we have Philip Lindsay right now. It's going to be a crossing route. And Tua's going to hit Waddle in the perfect position for Waddle to take it about 50-something yards. But what helps is Philip Lindsay bails out Liam Eichenberg. Because without Philip Lindsay making the play, and he even came out and quoted how helping his team out, helping his quarterback out, even in blocking, is so incredibly important. Right? Play action here just lets them... No one's even open. No one's even running their route. If it wasn't for Philip Lindsay here making this stop, it's a sack because no one's open on this play action. You know, Liam Eichenberg just lets him waft and just gets him time, steps up, waits for it to develop, sees that he has Jalen Waddle here, throws it in the perfect spot, safety compensates, takes it right down the field. If it wasn't for this guy, it'd be a touchdown. Look at it from the other angle and see what Philip Lindsay does here. Because he just gets beat bad. Here's Hunter Long here. Just beat bad. And thank God he's there to help block. Steps up. Lets it rip. And he throws it. Again, pocket presence and accuracy is one of Tua's strengths as a quarterback. Play action here. Feels the pressure. I'm going to step up. Throws it. He throws it here. You can see where the ball's trajectory is. He throws it here. Look at where Waddle is. And he puts that ball there. And he puts it where it needs to be so Waddle can catch it and keep running. Because watch what happens with Waddle. Oh, actually, sorry. Threw it a little bit more to the right. Throws it here. My apologies. Throws it here. A little bit more to the right. But still look at the distance. Gives him the heads up. Gives him the distance he needs. So he can catch it and keep running. Doesn't even stop. And just keeps boogieing. Great play. Great play. Loved it. Great execution from the quarterbacks, from the running back, and the wide receivers. Great play. Not great play by the offensive line, though. Not necessarily the whole, but Liam Eichenberg, not a great play. This is the false start by Albert Wilson. At this point, we had the Wildcat touchdown. Then we had a 3-and-out on defense. We're sitting here at 21-7. At this point, the wheels are falling off for the Carolina Panthers. Dolphins defense could do whatever they want with a 14-point lead. But Tua is, this is what I love about Tua, right? I'm not showing you Albert Wilson because it doesn't matter. He's going to move. It's a false start there. What I'm showing you here is Tua Tagovailoa, right? False start. Look at him. He's angry. Come on, man. Like, the offense was moving. The play before, they started at their own 20. And they marched all the way down the field, got the touchdown. Let's do it again. Let's give our defense a break. And you have to false start like that. Very next play, again, it's Jalen Waddle false starts. And you can see Tua starts to get angry. And I love that leadership that he has there. So Jalen Phillips doesn't get his first sack yet. But if you remember, I told you guys, I love when they line up Jalen Phillips and Emmanuel Ogbah on the same side. They need to re-sign Emmanuel Ogbah. And what they like to do with these two guys is they like to have them run stunts. And that's what's going to happen here. Jalen Phillips is going to go this way, and then Emmanuel Ogbah is going to go up, and he's going to come back around this way. And what that does is that forces the two guard tackle to go one way, and then you pull the other way. It leaves a huge gap in the middle. Go right up in the face of the quarterback and either get the sack or pressure them to go one way or the other into another defender. And on this play, Jalen Phillips is like seconds away from getting a sack on Cam Newton. So he goes in, bad block here. You're going to let him pull right through, comes around and just seconds away. Just gets that ball off, but he is just seconds away from getting his first sack of the game. But don't worry, he gets 3 of them. Bad snap number 2. A lot of people want us to think there's 15 seconds left. We had no timeouts. A lot of people want us just to kick the field goal. Why don't you just kick the field goal? Mind you that Jason Sanders missed a field goal from the 15-yard line on an extra point, so the Dolphins were just trying to get closer, throw another quick out route because the play before it was to Waddle. And again, hindsight's always 20/20. No one knew this was going to happen. So you got 15 seconds left. Maybe they try to throw a quick pass to the end zone, potentially get a touchdown. We don't know what the play call was, and we never will because of the bad snap here. But it's unlucky, and it kind of looks like Tua hits his foot. We'll look at it from another angle here. But you'll see here, he almost gets on top of the ball, but this defender grabs him so he can't get on top of the ball. And it looks like right there, the reason he falls is because Tua hits his leg. Right? I don't think we really care about this because I don't have the clock. I don't have the clock here to see if he was down. But again, bad snap from Ritter. Real bad. Like that didn't even hit him in the knees this time. Just real bad. Tries to come up, and I could have swore. So he's touching his foot. But does he have possession of the ball? Because that's the reason he falls. Is because Tua hits him in the foot. Again, it don't really matter because we won 33-10. We whooped them. But you see here, the reason he falls is because he touches his foot. Could you say he was down there? Could you say that was, they'd probably get the ball with 5 seconds instead of 1, or like 8 seconds instead of 1. I don't know. That would have to come up from upstairs and whatever, but bad snap again. Short, essentially what happened the drive before, we stop them 3 and out, but then they go for the fake punt, and then we stop them again 3 and out. This is 3rd and short here. And it's going to be a read option. So Tua's going to keep the ball. They're both going to go this way. And Tua can decide by what this guy does. Is he going to keep it or is he going to pitch it to Ahmed? And I love this play. And I want them to do it again. And I want them to do it more often. Because by Tua keeping the ball, it forces the defensive end to go to the inside. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because this is a big run here. Right? So at this point, this defensive end sees Tua has the ball. He's coming to the inside. He's crashing to the inside, and by pitching it to the running back, it's forcing him to the inside. So it's cutting that off there, giving all of this real estate for the running back to run. And I love that. And I love the play. Because, see, he pitches him the ball, and now all of a sudden he has to, 91 ain't as fast as Ahmed, have to make up that speed. Ahmed runs him right down the sideline for a good 15-yard gain on 3rd and 1. Absolutely love the play. Absolutely love the play call there. So after a long drive on offense, again, I think it was like another 80-yard drive on offense, wildcat play, Myles Gaskin trots into the end zone unabated. Then we've missed the extra point. So at this point, we're sitting at a 27-10 game. And again, we could do whatever the heck we want. Cam Newton's still in there for now. And this is going to be Jalen Phillips' first sack here. He's going to stay with 65 here. A lot of the pressure is going to come from up the middle, forcing Cam Newton to the outside, right into the face of Jalen Phillips. So pressure up the middle. Christian Wilkins gets an easy shed block on the center. Here comes Sam McGuavin blitzing up the middle. Cam's going to see it. He's going to try to roll out to his left. Boom. Right into Jalen Phillips. Lucky it wasn't a sack. First sack of the game. So this is Phillip Lindsay. Great run here. He's going to get pressure in his face from a bad block, and he's just going to bounce off of it and get a big chunk yardage here. I hope he gets more chances, especially with the fact that he's very good at pass blocking and at running. Gives that dual threat so it doesn't give away the type of plays we're running here. But again, Ritter just lets it right up the middle. So you would think to yourself right here, it's going to be tackle for a loss. Nope. Bounces off of it, cuts back to the outside. Great run here. And what I love from this play here is there's no dancing. It's very fluid. He bounces off one, goes to the other side, and goes to the other side. He's not like trying to break tackles and dance or anything. One side to the other side to the other side. It's just he's running, is a downhill runner, bouncing it off, getting upfield. Love it. Here's another play that just shows things are going well. And I talk about this constantly. If it's not the bad blocking, if it's not the bad execution by the offensive line, it's the penalties that just kill drives here, and you see this because I think this drive ends with a field goal. So this ends, we're 30-10 at this point. And again, we're up 17. My apologies. We're up big. But Tua is still, Austin Jackson's going to move here. It's going to be a false start on him. And just watch Tua's reaction. And then watch Ritter's reaction to Tua's reaction. So you're going to have Austin Jackson right here, false start. And just, what do you mean, what? I love it. Absolutely love it. Love the passion from Tua. Like, he's just, and he's yelling at him. He's yelling at him. You could tell by his fist. He's like, come on. If you're not blocking for me, you're causing penalties. Love it. Absolutely love it. So they bench Cam at this point. Dolphins are up by 20 points. They bench Cam at this point. After the field goal, we kick it off to him. And just watch. Watch Emmanuel Ogbah here just destroy 72. I'm not even going to talk. You're going to watch it. I'm not even going to commentate on it. There's no stunts. There's no this. There's no that. I'm going to watch it. And then we're going to move on to the next play because there's nothing more to say except for just focus on these two guys and watch what Emmanuel Ogbah does to 72. Took his lunch. This is going to be Jalen Phillips' second sack on the day. And this is one of the main reasons the Dolphins drafted him over Russo is his speed and his versatility because he's standing up right now. He did play a little of the outside linebacker in that hand up, hand down situation in UCLA, whereas with Miami, he was more of a hands down type defensive end player. But they drafted him specifically for this type of sack because we have to play Josh Allen twice a year. And you'll see he chases down 6. I don't remember his name. But he chases him down to get this second sack. Right? Goes to come to the inside. He takes off running. Nope. I don't know if that should be a penalty or not, posing on him. But that's why they got him. He's got that speed that if he breaks to the inside and then the quarterback goes to the outside, he's going to follow him. Love it. So this is 4th and 1. Again, Dolphins are up by 20 at this point. This is after the Nick Needham interception where their quarterback just threw it up and hoped and prayed that someone would catch it. And someone did, and it was Nick Needham. I love this play. This is 4th and 1. I absolutely love this play. You're going to have Durham Smythe here, who's slowly becoming one of my favorite Dolphins right now. Kind of reminds me of Anthony Fasano, Jersey guy. He's going to motion back, and then he's going to motion under center and snap the ball for a QB sneak. And I absolutely love this play because Tua is pointing out rushers. He's got both his hands pointed out towards a rusher while the ball gets snapped. And I just absolutely love this play here. There he goes back out. And again, he's pointing. So the defense is watching him point, not getting ready, and he gets the first down. And that's what I love. It's the trickeration there. That he gets under center and they snap the ball while these guys aren't ready. These guys aren't ready. They're moving. None of these guys are ready. It is just the defensive line versus the offensive line. None of these linebackers are going to help here. He's going to get under center and just get pushed. First down. Very smart call. And lo and behold, they do it again. But this time he comes from all the way over here. And again, they're expecting motions. 21 is probably expecting him to come over here. He's not ready. He's not ready. And then watch when the ball snapped. Not ready. And he gets a good couple yards on that to get the first down. It is great play. Absolutely great play. Because Dolphins consistently have players in motion, so it really messes with them. So this is me being petty. This is going to be this play, and then we'll talk about Phillips' last sack, and that's going to be it. But this is me being petty. But screw it. I wanted to score more points. The Dolphins could have won this 40-10. They could have put a 40 burger up. If you, this should be defensive pass interference. It's going to be play action here. He's going to have Isaiah Ford running, and he throws it to him. Puts his hand up. He's like, all right, I got you. Throws it to him. Look at this. How is that not defensive pass interference? We'll look at it from another angle. How is that not defensive pass interference? Are you kidding me? Dolphins should have the ball on the 1 yard line. How is this not defensive pass interference? Like, and you could say, oh, well, it hit the ground, uncatchable. Well, I'm pretty sure Preston Williams could have came back to the ball if he didn't have a defender jumping on him. All over him. That's not defensive pass interference. Like, are you kidding me, ref? It's like the Raiders game all over again. But we won. Big. I just wanted to win 40-10. Come on. So this is Phillips' last sack, third of the day, and I absolutely love it because he's going to have two guys on him. He's going to bull rush them both. And then when he notices that, I think his name's Johnson, starts to try to run, he's going to peel off. He's going to spin to his right and right for the sack. Great play by Jalen Phillips here. Again, two guys on him. He's going to spin off of it, get the sack. Just great play, super disruptive. Overall, great game all around, I think, by the offense, by the defense. Offensive line struggled at times. Again, wasn't perfect by them. Was it a great game? No. Was it a good game? I'd say I'll give him a good game. Tua missed one, from what I saw, Tua missed one opportunity. Other than that, he was spot on with most of his throws and everything he was doing. Loved the leadership that he had there. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Loved what I saw. But comment below. Let me know. Let me know what you think of the plays I broke down. Other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow with the film breakdown. But with the film, this is the film breakdown, Doug, with the picks. But other than that, guys, like usual, stay classy. Offense up.